Hello guys, you're watching The News Listener by Angelo. Okay, so dito sa video ng Bilyonaryo News Channel, napag-usapan yung penalty na pinataw sa company ni Leandro Leviste. At dito natin nakita na mukhang hindi makasagot ng diretso ito si Leandro Leviste. Okay? So later sa video natin guys, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung ano yung mga conflicts sa sitwasyon ni Leandro Leviste. At dito ipapakita na rin natin na sa mga sinasabi niya, makikita mo talaga na meron siyang ginawang hindi tama. Okay, so let's watch this. At by the way, before natin i-play, dito tinanong ni Billionaire News Channel anchor Pinky Web na ano yung kanyang say, anong say ni Leviste doon sa sanction ng DOE na 24 billion pesos. Okay? Kitang-kita mo dito, parang hindi siya hindi siya makadiretso ng sagot. So let's watch this, guys.
Respeto para kay Secretary Garin at ginagalang ko po siya, kaya ayaw ko pong sumagot directly tungkol sa kanyang mga pahayag dito ng opisyal na pagkahayag tungkol dito sa tamang forum. Pero I will answer your question generally, which is that I have shares in Solar Philippines, which has shares in SPNEC, which I am not involved in the day-to-day of.
Okay, by the way, guys, si Leandro Leviste, he still owes 100% doon sa Solar Philippines Power Project Holding Incorporated. So ito, papakita sa inyo muna from Gemini. So tinanong ko siya kanina. Okay, so sabi dito, as of January 2026, Solar Philippines Project Philippines Power Project Holdings Incorporated is wholly owned by Leandro Leviste. Okay, so that means sa kanya yung 100% ownership ng company. Okay? At sinasabi niya, meron siyang stake doon sa Solar Philippines and then meron siyang shares. Meron siyang yung Solar Philippines may shares sa SPNEC. Okay? Another subsidiary company. Okay? Now, yung MVP Group ang may control doon sa SPNEC. Okay? So, continue natin . Balik tayo dito. By the way, dito yung So, sabi niya,
I can leave it to the company involved to answer as appropriate regarding its communications with the DOE. But the undertaking, of course, is to be compliant with all of the laws and regulations. But that's, I think, best addressed by the company.
Okay. So sinabi niya, yung may penalty na 24 billion should be addressed by the company. So sinasabi niya dito na the company, hindi siya mismo. Okay? Pero sa susunod na video, tinanong siya dito ni Pinky Web. Ito.
And which company is this?
Yeah.
Actually, sa totoo lang po, I'm not, again...
hindi niya na may sagot ng diretso.
Actively involved in the company. So what the communications are with the DOE, I am not precisely privy to. It is something that I would like to look more into, but I am not involved actively anymore in the company.
So, yan, kita nyo hindi siya makasagot ng diretso in terms of doon sa issue ng DOE. Okay? Now, punta tayo sa kabila okay? Ito. Okay. So, wait lang ha. Wait. Parang
Department of Energy, Secretary Garin was saying that there is
ito
a
yung kanina, sorry. Ito before. Ito yung another connection na pwede nating i-connect.
So ito pong
Ito yung i-connect natin na sabi niya yung company ay dapat mag-address yung Solar Philippines na pinatawan ng DOE ng 24 billion. Okay? So dito, sa video ng Billionario News Channel, dito natin makikita na sinabi niya mismo siya ang may-ari. Ito, pakinggan natin.
SP NEC, Congressman. Again, your participation is your shares being still, what? Is it right? The owner of Solar Corporation? Solar Philippines?
Solar Philippines owns shares in SPNEC.
Apo. And who owns Solar Philippines?
Me.
Oh. So ang Solar Philippines, yan ang pinatawan ng ito pakita ko sa inyo ulit ha. Pinatawan ng 24 billion na penalties in relation to failed energy projects na hindi ginawa ng kanyang company. Now, ang problema natin ay sinasabi niya itong company daw ay hindi na daw functioning. Okay? Ito, medyo punta tayo sa pinakababa. Wait lang ha. Okay. Okay, by the way, ito. Anyway, ito yung sorry. That's for conflict of interest. Mamaya later. Okay, so yun. So may penalty siya na 24 billion kasi hindi na na-fulfill yung obligasyon, di ba? Kasi government contracts yan. At ito yung nangyari between 2024 to 2025. So before siya naging congressman. Okay? At liable ang kanyang company. Kaso ang problema natin yung company niya na Solar Philippines ay hindi ko wait lang ha. I remember I searched something earlier na yung Solar Philippines ito non-operational, hindi gumagana. Okay? So tapos sasabihin niya na he owns the Solar Philippines. So that means meron pa ring kumbaga obligasyon na dapat siya mismo ang may-ari. At siya mismo dapat humarap doon sa consequences na 24 billion pesos. Kasi final na ayon sa sa balita. Sabi daw ni Energy Secretary Sharon Garin. So, kitang-kita mo dito na umiiwas siya. The good thing is that nang tinanong ni Pinky Web si Leandro kumbaga napaamin niya na he owns the Solar Philippines. Okay? At if he's saying na dapat yung company daw ang sumagot at the beginning of nakita nyo, dapat siya mismo sumagot kasi siya mismo ang may-ari, di ba? Ng Solar Philippines. So, kung hindi niya, kumbaga, kung iiwasan niya to, he will be liable to pay and baka meron pang potential na kaso na ma-upgrade in relation to the 24 penalty, diba? Okay, now, he's currently a congressman. So punta tayo sa conflict of interest, guys. Okay, so punta tayo sa pinakababa. So tinanong ko si Gemini. So if he's now a congressman, is there a conflict of interest in terms him as a public official and corporate owner that has contract? Okay. So sabi ng dito, by the 1987 Constitution at Republic Act number 6713 sa Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards, as of January 2026, Leandro's situation as congressman for Batangas while owning Solar Philippines Incorporated has become major flashpoint for legal and ethical debates. Okay, so punta tayo sa baba. Sabi sa Constitution, bawal ho yung indirect or directly na involved sa any contract sa gobyerno. So dapat umalis siya, di ba? Umalis sa kung sino man. Now, yung conflict, sabi dito, Liveste Company holds 100% stake in a business that has entered into numerous solar services contracts with the DOE. Okay? Defense. He argued, Liveste argued na he has divested his controls interest in the operational company or SPNEC kay Emeralco Group, kay MVP. However, DOE recently flagged he still owns 99.9% sa Solar Philippines, which is an entity actually signed to a failed government contract. So prior to pag-cancel nitong 2026, so that means before that, he still owns 100%. So that means merong conflict of interest sa kanya at sa contracts na hawak ng SP Philippines or SPPHI. Okay? So kitang-kita mo dito na yung yung conflict of interest being him as a congressman nandun. Okay? Prior to canceling the contracts. Okay, now punta tayo sa summary para mas mabilis. Risk of area status of January 2026. Direct conflict, owning 99% of a firm SPPH with a government contract even if it's terminated. Now yung indirect, holding 18.66% stake in SPNEC while serving in a body of Congress that regulates it. Okay, so meron siya ang ganyan. Ethics probe facing an ombudsman investigation whether his divestment skirted the law. Accountability, yung 24 billion na penalty sa sitwasyon niya. So sa ginagawa ni Leandro Liviste sa kanyang situation, hindi niya ma-directly explain at kumakapad siya sa interview kay Pinky Web. So, ang daming naka-notice na parang pinapawisan siya, parang hindi siya makapakali. Kasi dito tinitignan yung mga potential na conflict at kaya nga sinasabi natin na si Leandro Liviste, akala mo siya yung corruption savior or corruption fighter dahil sa corruption sa gobyerno, pero yung kanyang ginawa hindi mo pa may kita mo dito na parang may monopoly. Kasi imaginein mo nakakuha ka ng kontrata, nakakuha ka ng bilyones mula sa gobyerno, tapos nakita niyo na non-compliant ka at timing na naging congressman ka, okay? Tapos noong December 25, kinansela ng DOE yung mga kontrata mo At doon mo inilabas yung Cabral files. So kumbaga timing na timing, ang dami niyang nakuhang kontrata tapos yung sanang cheap o murang elektrisidad para sa mga community. Kasi yung kanyang franchise, sana ay makakatulong to sa pailaw sa ating mga lugar na hindi pa naiilaw. Hindi niya finulfill. Kumbaga, ang daming pera niyang nakuha, pero yung mga obligasyon niya sana para sa publiko ay hindi nagawa. O sa kaya para sa akin, yung pagpato ng 24 billion pesos, dapat lang. Kasi national interest yan in terms of electricity. Napakamahal ang elektrisidad, tapos ginawa mo pang ganito yung sitwasyon. Diba? Yumaman siya dahil sa government contracts. Parang parang flood control din eh. There, ang dami. Ang dami nagsasabi ng ganyan. And yung kontrata, yung ayon kay Secretary Garin, zombie contracts daw. Oh. So, yan. So, dapat kung may mga ganitong issues, dapat harapin niya. Kasi pag bumabato ka ng issue, tama yung sinabi ni Senator Ping, may balik din yan sa'yo. Yun. Okay guys, so kung nagustuhan nyo po, please hit like and subscribe. And pero kung meron po kayong comments or suggestion, paki-comment po sa ating comment section. I'll see you sa susunod na video. Salamat po.